Winners, butt kickers, champions in life. What is going on, peeps? Vincent Rose here, H2G Fitness, coming to you from behind the wheel of my car. I hope everybody is having an incredible day. I hope everybody had an incredible weekend. And I just wanted to record a real quick message for you guys while I'm on my way back to the casa after dropping little guy off at his therapy appointment. Not that you know where there is, but either way. Here is the deal, man. All right, look. If you're wanting to decrease body fat, if you're wanting to increase muscle, and if you are wanting to obtain a physique like the ones that you would see on a magazine or in the movies, or your goal, right, behind working out is you want to be either the dude that has the shoulders and the bicep vein kicking and the six-pack abs and the awesome chest and the big back and all this kind of stuff, right? You want that look that you see and you're like, man, I wish I could look like that. Or if you're the gal, right, and you want to go for more of the fit look, I'll just put it like that, right? Not the muscular woman or anything like that, but you want that fit look. You might want a mild version of a six-pack. You might not want a full-blown just blah in your face, but you'd like to be able to see the outline of it, right? And you would like the more firm look, not crazy, manly, muscular look, but firm look. We'll go with that. If these are your goals, right? My goal in recording this video is to kind of let you know what the journey is going to look like and what the price is that you need to be willing to pay in order to obtain that, and not give you any beating around the bush, watered down, hosed down, false beliefs of, you know, 10-minute workouts that you can do, or 20 metabolic workouts that you can do, or, you know, training 3 days a week and that you're going to be able to obtain your goal, or take this supplement, or drink this drink, or do this wrap, or do this whatever, right? You are never going to look like the people that you want to look like unless you are willing to do what those people do. You're going to have to pay the same price that they pay. Now, that being said, let me underline it with this. Most of the people that you're looking at in magazines or in movies that you do want to look like, keep in mind, if it's in a magazine, those pictures have been highly enhanced, and so you're never going to walk around looking photoshopped because the pictures that you're looking at are photoshopped. So you're not going to look like that because you don't have, you know, the opportunity to walk around looking digitally enhanced at all times. That's not in the cards. So understand that right there. When you're looking at an amazing picture, there's been touch-ups, lots of touch-ups that have been done on that. But okay, let's say the guys or the gals in the movies that you want to look like. Well, there's camera tricks with that too, but we'll leave that to the side. But, you know, they have amazing physiques. The one thing that you're going to have to understand there, a lot of these people, even though they are not digitally enhanced, they're still enhanced, right? They are taking their creatine. I'll put it like that, right? They're on the good stuff. They're geared up from the rear up, and they have had some assistance in helping them obtain the physiques that they have, right? If you're walking around at 68 to 70 years old, and you have a six-pack, and you have delts, and you've made 6 Rocky movies, okay, but you still got the vascular forearms, the six-pack, the energy of a 20-year-old, you're on that there creatine, is what I'll call it, right? And that's just something you have to accept. You know, with lots of money comes lots of opportunity to enhance yourself in ways that the average Joe isn't going to be able to. All that aside, you're a natural dude, you're a natural girl, you want to look like a fitness person, and you want to know, look, Vincent, don't beat around the bush, just frickin' lay it out there for me. What do I need to do to obtain the greatest physique that I can obtain and look like somebody that when I'm walking in the mall or at the beach or wherever, people will look at me and go, oh, that person works out. It will be obvious to others that you are somebody that is highly, you know, dedicated to living a fit lifestyle, because it just, when your appearance proves it, right? You walk into a room and people go, that person works out. That's what you want to obtain. That's your reason behind working out. Yes, you want to be healthy and all this other kind of stuff, But one of your strong motives behind working out is you want that instant credibility when you walk in a room of you are somebody that is fit, right? That is one of my goals behind working out. I want that credibility, and I work hard for that credibility. All right, quit dragging it out, Vince. We're 5 minutes into the video. Will you just freaking tell me how to do it? All right, quit shouting at me, first off, right? Be nice, or I'm not going to tell you. And second off, here we go. So, here's what you got to be willing to commit and dedicate to. Nutrition stuff aside, I'm going to focus more on the training this time, which I know I'm normally the dude that talks about nutrition, but I'm going to talk about the training this time. You better be willing to commit 1 hour a day, 5 days a week to 6 days a week to obtain the physique, to achieve the physique, to carve, craft, mold, and shape the physique that you want. And I'm not saying you have to have a chest day, a back day, a shoulder day, a leg day, and an arm day. Yes, that's one workout split you could do, but it's not one you have to do. Yes, you could do a chest and tricep day, a back and bicep day, a shoulder and leg day, and then repeat and train every muscle group twice a week. It's a workout split you could do. It's not a workout split you have to do. It's one that you can do. Yes, you could do a push-pull leg day, push-pull leg day, push-pull leg day. And it's pretty much, you know, I'm not breaking all of that down. Here's my point. There's many workout splits that you can do. I don't care which one you subscribe to or choose. There's many rep ranges that you can work in. You can work in the 6 to 8 rep range for strength. You can work in the 8 to 12 rep range to develop your muscle. You can work in the 12 and up range to tone your muscle. But I'll be honest with you, unless you're working out legs, you're really pretty much wasting your freaking time if you're doing more than 12 reps. If you're doing high volume reps like that and you're not training legs, you're wasting your time. You truly are. That's another video. All of that being said, you need to be willing to commit 1 hour a day minimum to 5 to 6 days a week in order to achieve your goal. Don't tell me you don't have time to do it. Don't tell me you don't have the money to do it. Don't tell me you're not able to do it. I don't give a freaking crap what your work schedule is. You can commit 1 hour out of 24 hours, 5 days a week. And if you say that you can't, you're freaking lying. I have been around some of the most busy professionals on the planet when I was still in the military for 6 years, right? For one, military service members work more hours than the average Joe out in town. There's no doubt about that. And also, I worked in the medical field, so I had the privilege of working with many physicians' assistants and doctors. And these are the busiest people on the planet. They're working 90 hours a week, standard, sometimes more. And yet these people would find time to go prepare and run marathons, not 5Ks, not half marathon, freaking full-blown marathons. They would find the time. They're working 90 hours a week, and they would find the time in their schedule to train for freaking marathons. If you in your own mind are saying, I'm not going to the gym and working out 1 hour a day because I'm busy, because I have work, because I have work and school, because I have work and school and children, so I can't invest 1 hour a day to go to the gym, you're lying to yourself. You're making excuses, and I'm not trying to be hardball with you, but as long as that is your mentality, that I can't work out because fill in the blank, you're never going to obtain your goals. And it's not because you can't, it's because you're being mentally weak and will not figure out how to do it, period, end of report. Sorry for being hardball, but every now and then somebody needs to have truth spoken to them, right? You do have an hour a day to do it. And if you're saying you don't have the money to do it, which I've heard this one before, you're just freaking weak sauce, right? If you can't figure out how to find an extra $30 a month in your budget to invest in a gym membership, you're lying to yourself and you're making poor financial choices. Or maybe you are that strapped and you don't have an extra $30 in the budget because every single dollar is accounted for and some goes to this, some goes to that. And for real, you don't have an extra $30 a month. Go make an extra $30 a month. How? I don't give a crap. Figure it out. It's $30. I don't care if you mow 1 yard a month, you'll get your 30 bucks. I don't care if you go donate plasma. you'll get your 30 bucks. I don't care if you fill in the blank, you can come up with $30 a month. I don't care who you are. So those are two weak sauce, you know, excuses of why you can't achieve that goal. And it truly is an excuse. You can figure out an hour a day. It's only 4% of your, look, break it down like this in your mind. Keep things simple, they'll be simple. It's simpler that way. There's 168 hours a week that we have allotted to us to do everything that it is that we need to do in a week's time frame. 24 hours a day times 7, 168 hours a week. You need to invest 5 hours out of 168 hours, and you can have the body that you've always dreamed of. 5. You have 163 hours left to sleep, to go to work, to invest in friendships, relationships, hobbies, watch TV, whatever you're doing. Invest 5 out of 168. Take the other 163 and do whatever the heck you want. Now, that's if you want to build muscle. If you want to lose body fat, and this is just my opinion and this is my approach to fitness. I train like a bodybuilder because I want to look like a bodybuilder. I'm not into metabolic workouts and stamina-based workouts because when I'm walking in the mall, nobody can look at me and go, oh, that guy can probably run 5 miles. They don't know. I'm not a strength athlete because when people look at me, nobody can go, oh, that guy can probably bench press 300 pounds. They don't know that. I'm not a CrossFit type stuff because when somebody looks at me, they go, oh, that guy can probably do 50 kip pull-ups. They don't know. But if I train like a bodybuilder and I'm walking in the mall and they see the veins up and down my arms, they go, that guy works out. That's what I'm going for. That's a stupid reason to work out, Vincent. I agree with you, but it's the reason I work out. It's one of the reasons I work out, and to each their own, right? I already laid the premise that if you're the person that wants to look like the person that looks fit, and that's your reason behind working out, you're who I'm talking to. If your goal is something else, you're not the person that I'm talking to. Talk to somebody else that has your goal, or watch somebody else that has your goal. That's if you want to build muscle, 1 hour a day, 5 days a week. If you're wanting to shed body fat, you have to be willing to tack on cardio on top of your resistance training goal. Starting out, you're probably going to have to invest about 20 minutes a day. Eventually, you're going to have to bump it up to 30 minutes a day. Eventually, you're going to have to bump it up to 40 minutes a day, and then 50. You need to be willing to commit to an hour a day on top of your hour of day of doing resistance training, right? At some point, if you want to get as lean as the people that you're watching or looking at in the magazines and in the movies, you got to be willing to do what they do. These people do cardio. If you want to look like the guys that compete, these people, or the women that compete, these people do cardio. Whenever I get sub 10% body fat, sub 8% body fat, and down to 6, 7, and 8% body fat, and I'm shredded and vascular and six-pack popping, and you have to understand I'm not a metabolically blessed person, right? I gain body fat easily. If you're the person that stays lean all year round, you always have six-pack showing, and you don't have to work for it, you have an unfair advantage, and I'm not mad at you, but you're metabolically gifted, blessed, and I'm not talking to you because you don't have to work for it. You were given it. It's a gift, right? But if you're somebody that does store body fat easily, and you're wanting to lose body fat along with have great looking muscle, you have to train your muscle to build muscle, but you also have to train to cut down this body fat. You have to be willing to commit at first 15 to 20 minutes a day and bump it up from there. I myself personally will never do more than an hour of cardio a day, and I'll never subscribe or prescribe to one of my clients to do more than an hour a day. But I will have them do up to an hour a day on top of their 45 minutes to an hour of resistance training. I don't have time for that. Yes, you do. I have to sleep. How much are you sleeping? 8 hours. Sleep 6 and get the freaking job done. I'm not willing to, then you're not willing to achieve your goal. You don't have to do anything that I'm saying. I'm just laying it out there for you. If you want to look like this, this is what these people do. If you want to go from, you're a guy, 22% body fat, down to 6% body fat, here's your prescription. If you're a woman and you want to go from 32% body fat down to 14 to 15% body fat,